And to answer that question, we are now joined live with Bogor Mayor, Bima Arya Sugiarto. Good afternoon, Bima.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good to have you with us. Just straight away, as we know, the level 3 of the emergency public activity restrictions, or PPKM, are now in effect in Jakarta, including its surrounding cities as well. But what about in Bogor per se? Could you tell us the current situation in Bogor City?
Yes, I can tell you today that according to the latest data, the cases has been rapidly decreasing. So we are now in level 3. Today is actually the lowest cases of positive-19 COVID. Today is 46. If we are referring to the early stage of PPKM, that was the positivity case reached around 600 to 700 cases per day. So today I can tell that we can relatively control the trend of COVID-19 in the city of Bogor.
Okay, so Pak Bima, this is Rory speaking. Kai was asking you about the case and the progress there, but I'm going to ask you about the vaccination progress, because compared to Jakarta has reached more than 100% for the vaccination batch 1. Meanwhile, in West Java, it's only 22.7%, while the second vaccination is only at 12.25%. What is the policy in Bogor in particular for you to address the low vaccination progress so far?
The percentage number of those who has been vaccinated in Bogor is 55%. We are among 2 cities in West Java who have, the highest rate of vaccinations. And if the supply of vaccine from the minister can be ensured, can be controlled, so we can pretty sure that no less than October, we can already complete the whole vaccination process.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Mayor, this is Bruce. I'd like to ask, what policies were applied back then in level 4 but have now been loosened? And can we visit Bogor without any limitations?
The malls are open today, actually since yesterday, but today most of malls in Bogor has been opened, and we are ensuring that health protocol is implemented, and we urge the citizen to use the application of Peduli Lindungi when they enter malls in the city of Bogor. Second, we also relaxing the policy towards the restaurants, cafes. So dining is possible, but still with the restrictions of the visitors, maximum 25%. And we are planning also to begin schools when the vaccination is completed. So by the end of September, we have some sort of optimism that the school can be open when the vaccinations is totally completed.
Now, as a parent, this is definitely a subject that I am very interested to find out the policies in Bogor in regards to, you just mentioned, in-class learning. It's been allowed that in level 3, you can allow to start opening it. What is the current vaccination rate for educators and the 12 to 17-year-old population in Bogor? And do you see by October or by September it be the target population of this would be fully vaccinated to be able to go back to school again? But what of the younger 6 to 12? Well, we're still waiting for them to get vaccines. What will the policy be then?
So far, there is no problem with the need for teachers to get vaccinated, because 100% of teachers has already been vaccinated. But the problems more lies on students, particularly as you mentioned before, children under 12 years age. We are still waiting from the minister the instructions of giving vaccine for the children. But according to data, students above 12 is still still focusing to get vaccinated. But the percentage is now around 60%.
Wow.
Okay, so Pak Bima, we are very relieved to learn that Bogor is the second highest city when it comes to the level or the the inoculation progress across West Java. But I'm wondering about the biggest challenge that you face, particularly with Bogor residents. Do they believe in hoaxes surrounding vaccination?
We just completed polls conducted around 3 weeks ago. We are collaborating with ITB University, consists of 20,000 respondents, and it gives us quite a striking result. The good thing is that most of Bogor citizens are now very enthusiastic with vaccination. But there are still 3% of Bogorians who are now influenced by, hoax, by the speculations about conspiracy theory related to Covid-19, vaccine, and so on and so forth. But this number is actually much smaller than the same polls that we conducted a year ago. It's really something for us because it proves that the government policy related to the educations and also campaigning the health protocol, educating about the COVID is quite successful.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, you mentioned many success in Bogor about the vaccination rates, about the public enthusiasm, but it's time to talk about public mobility activity. Now that people, or you're confident of the success in Bogor, how do we make sure that public mobility activity, especially from Bogor to Jakarta, will not serve as a window for the spread of COVID-19 in the future?
Right. Bogor is part of agglomeration with the capital city of Jakarta. So we cannot do it all alone. We have to collaborate with Jakarta and other cities surrounding Jakarta. So we actually have frequent meetings with other local leaders, particularly focusing on the transportation issues. For example, if the working hours is normal again, so we can adjust so many policies to ensure that in train, in queuing stage, and also whole place in train station, the health protocol is still implemented.
Mr. Mayor, regarding the economy with the malls open and traditional market are also open, although with limited capacity, what is the economic recovery in your region?
I have to admit that we are still facing big challenge in terms of economic recovery. We are witnessing the decreasing of our local income because the restrictions of visitors that come into Bogor. But since we are now in the level of 3 PPKM, so we are now quite optimistic that economic will be recovered soon because we are hoping more and more visitors coming to Bogor. And also we are focusing on developing the UMKM, the UMKM small-scale industries to empower the local potential of Bogor, and as well as the urban farming, which is quite high on demand today.
Pak Bima, there's one question you just mentioned. It's because, Bogor is also very heavily, heavily dependent on their tourism because, we Jakartans love to come to Bogor for our weekend getaways. And what about hotel occupancy? In regards to level 3 now, are hotels able to operate in full capacity again, or will there still be restriction in numbers and quotas of visitors per hotel introduced at this moment in time?
For the last 50 days, the hotel occupancy was actually dropped significantly to 70, even 80%. But since a few days ago, there has been a positive trend. And we hope that when the economic sectors is more active and active, we hope that the situation is getting better.
We hope so too. Pak Bima, thank you so much for your effort and also for your time to discuss with us the latest updates from Bogor. We surely hope that, things will start to open up, not for Bogor and all of, our provinces, slowly but surely. Pak Bima, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
See you soon on your next update with us, of course. So that was Pak Bima Arya, the mayor of Bogor. And good to hear that everything is,